Ladies and gentlemen, your boy is here to consume all the lore of everything. As you know, I've been doing my Star Wars deep dive lately. I looked into the Clone Wars. I looked into the Acolyte. I even looked into the history of the entire Star Wars timeline. Your boy went even further. I looked into all the cutscenes of all the old Republic games, okay? I was told that there was one man, one Sith, that I needed to look in specifically before going into the next deep dive, which is power scaling all the Sith. The power ranking of all the Sith from weakest to strongest, that is definitely on the list. But I was told that before doing that, I need to know the story of Darth Revan. Apparently, some sort of Sith Lord so badass that he willed himself back to life, okay? I keep getting told that this man's the GOAT. And somehow Star Wars lore is a very mixed bag for me. On the one hand, I'm really liking it a lot more than I thought I would. On the other hand, it just makes me so sad to see what Disney did with this IP. Because if this Darth Revan is actually as awesome as everyone's saying, it just makes it extra sad that Disney keeps fucking the corpse of Star Wars. Anyway, this is from Variant Comics. Short time here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Whoa! That was God.
What's up, everyone? Unless you live under a rock, you know that Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, hits theaters this weekend, which will bring an end to the Skywalker saga that has spanned 9 films. And love or hate the latest trilogy, the end of the Skywalker saga is a big freaking deal. So that being...
Is it though? Is it though? Is the new trilogy really that big of a freaking deal?
In the case, we had to do at least one Star Wars themed episode, and we decided to take a look at the future of Star Wars and go with the history of a character that isn't currently in canon, nor will he appear in the new movie. But he's a fan favorite and a character most of us hope to see adapted for the big screen.
All right, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Let's do it. It was exciting when it didn't become clear how shit it was. Yeah, this video is from an era before Star Wars is an absolute dumpster fucking shit stain of content.
Of course, talking about Darth Revan, or just
Revan. Okay, so I pronounced him wrong the whole time. Cool.
Revan, as he's been both a Jedi and a Sith.
Revan's been a Jedi and a Sith? Is that even a thing? Dude, what?
Percent.
We're skipping to the actual story here. All right, let's go. The origins. What is going on with Darth Revan? All right, what's up with this fella?
Now, before I get into talking about Revan...
Dude, this art looks so cool. Look at his mask. Oh my God. He had a purple lightsaber.
But I want to state one more time that he is not in main Star Wars continuity. All of his history and everything I'm about to mention is purely based off of Legends and or the expanded universe.
All right.
Would I love him to be part of main Star Wars continuity? Yes. But as of now, that is not the case.
God, dude, it's so lame, bro. So lame.
Maybe once Disney decides to do something with...
Dude, look at this character. Look at this art. This art is so much cooler than anything that came out of Disney ever. Oh my God.
The Republic, they will bring him into continuity. At least, I could only hope. With that said, Revan was said to be born just outside the Outer Rim, 3,994 years before the Battle of Yavin. And at an early age, he was taken and trained to become a Jedi, becoming the apprentice to Kreia, who would later be exiled by the Jedi and turn Sith, becoming Darth Traya, but eventually was exiled by the Sith.
How do you get exiled from the Jedi and then exiled by the Sith? How does that even happen?
And turned on both orders. But I digress. Kreia soon learned that Revan had crazy control and power of the Force and had quickly learned everything she had to offer. With that said, the Jedi Masters were concerned about her teaching methods. So Revan would go on to study under a bunch of other Jedi, but it was clear Revan was a prodigy, as he quickly mastered everything all of his other masters taught him, and in doing so became the Jedi Order's most prized Padawan. But this concerned the Jedi...
Wait, so he was the best Jedi before he became a Sith? Oh, the pain!
Jedi Council, as he was a little too good, and they sensed something a little deeper there. In some ways, it was similar to Anakin Skywalker and the concerns the Jedi Council had with him. Ultimately, however...
Wow. To compare him to the actual Chosen One is insane.
He achieved the title of Jedi Knight. And around this time, Revan actually went back to his original master to ask for advice on how to leave the Jedi Order.
But why? Why would he leave? I need to get the ideology here. That's what makes the character interesting.
Because to say Revan is a complicated dude would be an understatement. And that, my friends, is how Revan became a Jedi Knight. But man, does it get so much more interesting from here. But for that, let's go to story arcs.
All right, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready, dude. Let's go. Revan was the OG Chosen One? No way, dude.
Shortly after Revan wanted to leave the Jedi Order, the Mandalorian armies led by Mandalore the Ultimate were like, we want to expand our empire to more and more worlds, to the point where they eventually began conquering some of the Outer Rim territories. One of the battles being the Battle of Cathar, When Revan got wind of this, he was like, we need to intervene in this war, and started rallying a bunch of his fellow younger Jedi and named them the Jedi Crusaders.
Shit, the Jedi Crusaders out there to stop a war. I mean, he's already standing out. I'm not gonna lie. This was before the prophecy about Anakin was written. Okay, so this is during the Mandalorian Crusades. And you have, they all look like regular Jedi, and then you get this guy.
Defeat the Mandalorians. But the Jedi Council didn't want any part of this, believing that the Jedi should not intervene in a war for unspecific reasons.
Dude, people are dying. This is a war. Millions of innocent people are dying.
Even though I would personally say a civilization conquering world after world is exactly when the Jedi should intervene.
Yeah, this is literally Jedi Manifesto 101.
That's just me. Either way, Revan and his Jedi Crusaders went to the planet of Cathar.
Wait, so he didn't listen to the Jedi Order. The Jedi Order's like going all isolationist. They're like, no sir, we're not getting involved. Okay, there's a war, but it's not involving us. Obviously, that's pretty fucked up. So Revan takes a little task force of a couple of Crusaders. It's him and like 6 guys that go in there to single-handedly turn the tide of a war, of a multi-planet war.
Once there, they experienced a Force vision that showed them all the horrors committed by the Mandalorians. More pissed off than ever, Revan picked up a fallen Mandalorian mask, put it on, and swore that he would not remove it until the Mandalorians were defeated.
That's why he's wearing the Mandalorian mask. Holy shit. Revan's sitting there, Jedi are doing nothing, and he's like, I'll do it myself.
I don't know about you, but I love origin stories
That's
and
metal as fuck.
reasons to why characters wear their costumes.
Yeah,
and this is a cool
that's
little
a good
tidbit on how Revan got his mask.
So he's not a Mandalorian. He hates Mandalorians for their war crimes. So he put the mask on as a signifier that he will execute every Mandalorian. Oh my god.
Eventually, the Jedi Council's hand was pressured, so Revan's movement was sanctioned, and Revan became the supreme commander and general of the Galactic Republic's military.
So instead of firing him from the Jedi Council or whatever, they decided to make believe the whole shit was sanctioned all along. Yikes! This dude, and he was just a Jedi Knight at this point.
During the war, Revan would do some questionable things, bending his morals for a win, which brought him closer to the dark side. In the end, with Revan's strategy in command, the Mandalorians were defeated, and Revan defeated Mandalore the Ultimate in single combat. If you know
I don't know if that's supposed to be impressive, but okay.
anything about the Mandalorians or are watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, you know they're some of the most feared warriors in the galaxy. Keep in mind, this is in Legends continuity, but this is still extremely impressive that Revan was able to lead a charge to take them down and defeat their leader one-on-one.
Alright, okay, alright, cool. He beat Mandalorian 101. Alright, sure. Okay, dude, I'm so excited for the Sith power scaling video.
After this, we would get the Second Sith War. Now, at this point in time, Revan and Malak were considered to be heroes of the galaxy.
Malak? The guy that becomes Darth Malak? No, right?
For defeating the Mandalorians. Because if I didn't mention it before,
Oh my god, it's Aang! It's Aang!
Malak and Revan are a duo, and Malak helped Revan defeat the Mandalorians. But after the Mandalorians' defeat, we learned that before Revan killed Mandalore the Ultimate, he told Revan it wasn't his choice to go to war with the galaxy, and that a Sith came to him with a prophecy. So of course, Revan and Malak searched the galaxy for this Sith.
Okay, so again, Sith pulling the strings. They caused the whole war between the Mandalorians. He shows up there, he's fighting them. His whole life purpose is now to wipe out the Mandalorians, who are only puppets being manipulated by a Sith. They go to the Sith. How on earth does he become a Sith? How does he become an actual major bad guy?
Who they eventually found in the hidden capital of Drummond Kaz. His name was Vitiate. Thinking they totally got this, Revan...
Vitiate? The Emperor Vitiate from the Old Republic timeline? Like the really OP Sith guy? The guy who watches his sons kill each other in front of him? This guy? The guy that one of his sons murders the other? Oh my god. That guy's gotta be crazy strong. A Sith Emperor.
and Malak went to confront Vitiate in his throne room. But unfortunately for them, Vitiate had been expecting them, and he overwhelmed them with his incredible power. So much so he turned them into servants of his will, turning them to the dark side.
What? These guys were broken! Malak and Revan were broken. They took down a Mandalorian army. They changed the tide of a multi-planet battle just single-handedly. Just the two of them, basically. He beats the king of the Mandalorians in single combat. He shows up here, and because of the overwhelming presence of Vitiate, they just turn to the dark side. Dude, is this supposed to be a Darth Revan cocksucking video, or is this supposed to be a Emperor Vitiate cocksucking video?
And henceforth, they would be known as Darth Revan and Darth Malak. After this, Revan and Malak found an ancient factory called the Star Forge, which they used to create an army of warships so they can invade the Galactic Republic on their own terms. And with their fleet of millions, Revan and Malak forced the galaxy into a Jedi civil war. And
oh my god, this is insane. Wait, this vitiate guy probably planned this all along. Whoever does beat the leader of the Mandalorians would be led to him so he can get an even stronger fighter to wreak havoc among the Jedi. Holy shit. Do you realize how complicated this plot is? Like, I know we're just looking at one character right now, but do you realize how incredibly intricate this plot is? There's a war between Mandalorians fighting on different planets. These Jedi end up going in there to change the war. The original Jedi didn't want to do it. They decide they're gonna have to sanction it after the fact because it was too late and they were already super involved. They're super involved. They win the war. They beat the leader. Turns out controlled by Sith. Revan goes to confront the Sith. The Sith is so strong, he planned all of that. He's now causes a Jedi civil war. This is such a brilliant plot on such a massive scale with such intricate characters. And Disney gave us the Acolyte. Like, why? You have so much to work with.
And this is where things get really crazy. Since Revan was familiar with the Jedi and the Galactic Republic's tactics, he knew everything they were gonna do. So they lost battle after battle. Revan also set up
this is a story of Darth Revan, a character meticulously taking apart the entire Jedi Empire, the entire Republic. But no, they're like, you know what? Let's not worry about that. Don't worry, guys. We have much better stories to tell. We have much better things to do. I'm crying right now. Oh god. Oh my god. This is just making me sad.
The power of
Put a check in it, make her lame and gay. Dude, what is even going on? How? Dude, they had so much material. They didn't even need to worry about it.
Assassinations of numerous political figures, as well as planting his own men in their place. And on top of all that, he set up a group of deadly Sith assassins.
This didn't need to be a movie. This could have been an entire series, a multi-season series. Listen to how intricate this war is. Taking down figureheads, replacing them, learning about their tactics.
Would capture and also corrupt the Jedi to turn them to the dark side. I'm telling you, Revan is insane. But after a while, Darth Malak was like, I got my own plans and ideas. And for where I'm sitting, Revan looks pretty weak and unfit to rule the Sith Empire.
Oh.
I don't know where you have to be sitting to view anything I just said as weak, but hey man, Sith be crazy. Long story short, Revan and Malak would eventually battle one-on-one in a lightsaber duel, where Revan cut off Malak's jaw, forcing him to wear a metal prosthetic one.
That's why he wore the metal prosthetic jaw in the Old Republic trailers.
Which is why he looks the way he does.
All
but
right.
while Revan was distracted, Malak took advantage of this and fired Revan's ship, nearly killing him. But fortunately for Revan, Bastila Shan, a Jedi survivor, saved him and healed Revan, then brought him back to the Jedi Council for judgment. But Malak, thinking he killed Revan, declared himself champion of the Sith. Once Revan was brought back to the Jedi Council...
So Revan actually, so Malak thought he was actually in charge here, right? Dude, he cut off Malak's jaw. Is there like a cutscene that shows that? I want to see that. Is this like a short film? Like an actual short film? Dude, the Old Republic era is so cool. Why wouldn't they use this? I don't know, man. It just makes me sad. It just makes me sad.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion.
Real based and real. This is so cold. It's crazy.
Through strength, I gain power.
The fleet is in position, my lord.
Dude, it's like, it's so cold. Every single scene is just so cold. The tensity is so crazy.
We have heard nothing from the planet.
Oh my god, dude. We could have gotten a whole show about this. I can't believe it. Dude, butterfly flapped a wing beat and some time traveler kicked over a rock and we got this instead. Dude!
My lord, we are
crazy.
approaching the deadline.
And this all happened in this insane massive war. In this massive war. It's Jedi Civil War. Malik decides to attack Revan because he thinks he's not fit.
And the planet is yet to surrender.
Shut up. Can you not tell he's internal monologuing? Close your flapper. Dude, it's so good. It looks so good. Dude. The ringing in my ears. The ringing. Every single scene is so tense. I am at the edge of my seat. This is a lightsaber duel, not the freaking woman throwing knives into the bar in the beginning of the Acolyte. Oh, shit. Bro gave him the back shot.
Victory. My chains are broken.
Oh my god, and he rips his jaw off! Ripped his jaw off! Dude, now we have the Acolyte shadowboxing against an invisible barrier. Just oh my god, dude!
The Force shall free me.
Shit, dude. And he just leaves. He just leaves!
My lord.
Telos had its chance. Begin the bombardment. Destroy the planet.
Sir, Lord Revan's orders
Are inconsequential. Today, the galaxy shall fear the Sith once more. And if Revan doesn't have the strength to make it so, request a transfer if you must, Admiral. But you will follow these orders, or you will pay the price.
Holy shit, dude! Oh my god! I'm like gripping dialogue, gripping characters.
Lord Malik.
That's a villain. That's a fucking villain. Yep, that's what you call a fucking villain. There is so much power there. Oh my god.
Council, the Jedi Masters combine their powers and use the Force to erase the memories of Revan's time as a Sith. You see, the Jedi knew
Interesting.
that Revan was the only one powerful enough to defeat Darth Malik and the Sith, so they retrained him as a Jedi to use him as a weapon to defeat the Sith.
I'm literally shitting and coming. That is so cool. Imagine a story with Revan as a main character. Dude, this guy is the main character. The main character of Star Wars. They knew the only chance they had to beat the Sith was if they had Revan on their side. So they came together to erase his memory, to retrain him as a Jedi, to use him as a weapon. Dude, this is such a cool canon. And they're like, no, this isn't canon anymore.
So he was a Jedi turned Sith turned Jedi once again. His arc is so freaking cool, and I'm not even done yet. Needless to say, the Jedi's plan worked, and Revan defeated Malak and destroyed the Starforge, becoming
and he became the strongest Jedi again!
hero for the galaxy once again. But I do want to add, in Malak's final words, he regretted what he had done to his former friend. Many years after this, Revan now lives on Coruscant with his now wife, Bastila Shan. And the
Jedi, base Jedi.
once Dark Lord of the Sith was now a redeemed Jedi Master who was hailed as the Prodigal Knight. But even all
Wow, he was the chosen one, wasn't he? Holy shit.
all these years later, not all of Revan's memories had returned. This led to him getting visions and flashbacks of darkness, so he decided to go search for some answers, which ended in him being captured by the Sith. The Sith Emperor Vitiate would keep him prisoner for years, where he would be mentally tortured. Ultimately, Revan would be freed by the Republic. Fueled with more hate than ever for his captor, Revan made it his mission to kill the Sith Emperor. Unfortunately, though, Revan was killed by the Sith Empire's greatest warriors. But get this crap.
So that's how Revan dies. That's how Revan dies. Dude, after being tortured for years, fights against the Sith and is eventually killed. I feel like this isn't the end, though.
Revan's will was so strong that in death, his mind fractured and split into two. One side embracing the light and the other the dark side, which was completely and utterly fueled by vengeance. In fact, his will and hatred to kill the Emperor was so strong it allows him to overcome death and resurrect his own body from the dead.
Man literally too angry to die. Guts, I know you're cool and all, and Berserk is a great story, but I think you need to sit down. I think Darth Revan is actually just the GOAT. Bro was literally too angry to die. His Force ghost resurrected him. That's broken as shit.
Hear me. His will was so strong, he willed himself back to life.
It's over. Literally over. That's the coolest fucking thing in the world. That is literally the coolest shit in the universe. What?
I don't even know how that's a thing. Now known as Dark Revan, he vowed that he wouldn't die until he killed the Sith Emperor.
This guy likes his vows, and he keeps them too.
The problem was the Sith Emperor had already been killed 3 years prior by a Jedi. But Revan didn't care because since the Emperor's spirit still remained, he planned on resurrecting it so that he can get rid of it once and for all.
Bro, this is like some Kaiba levels of pettiness. Bro, he wanted to resurrect the Sith Emperor so he could kill him. Oh my god, dude. This is like Kaiba trying to go back in time to beat Yugi in a duel. Like, yo, what an insane based character.
But both the Sith and Republic were like, yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that is a terrible idea. Everyone agrees.
We can't risk you bringing him back to life. So they teamed up against Revan.
Revan was such a threat as Dark Revan that the Sith and the Jedi literally united to take him down. Have you ever even heard of something like this? The Sith and the Jedi actually teamed up because Dark Revan was so scary.
He was defeated by Darth Maul and the Jedi Grand Master, Satel Shan. Yeah, even the Sith didn't like the
It took a Sith and a Jedi to take him down. My god.
Emperor. That's how evil this guy was. But wouldn't you know it, the darn Sith Emperor came back to life anyway.
Oh, come on! Bet they wish they didn't have Revan out of the picture now.
Devastated with his failure, Dark Revan's anger finally subsided, and his physical form agreed to merge once more with his light side, restoring his mind and finally finding peace, becoming one with the Force.
Wow.
His physical body then vanished, only leaving behind his lightsaber and his mask, but not before he warned everyone that the darkest days lied ahead. And just like that, friends, powers and abilities.
That's Darth Revan. Oh my god, what a wild freaking back and forth.
Now at this point, it should go with...
It's so funny. It's like somehow Palpatine returned. It was the most cringe shit in the universe. Somehow Revan came back to life is literally the most awesome, badass shit of all time. You know the difference? A little thing called integrity. It's like they knew the rule of cool when they wrote Dark Revan. And when they wrote, what's his face? Palpatine, they were not going for rule of cool. They were going for IP cash grabs. It's so insane.
Without saying that Revan is one of the most ridiculously powerful Force wielders ever. He went from a Jedi to a Sith to a Jedi, to an in-betweenie, to becoming one with the Force.
It's nutty. That's insane.
The guy has one of the most complex stories in all of Star Wars, and he hasn't even appeared in a single movie or TV series yet.
Dude. Oh, God, dude. I almost don't want him to, because I know Disney's going to find a way to fuck him up.
Regardless, in Star Wars Legends, Revan became the Jedi Order's most powerful champion. In his prime, he was literally unstoppable and a master of several forms of lightsaber combat. So much so, he was said to be the greatest warrior of his age. I mean, the guy gained respect from the Mandalorians and even wiped them out and defeated their leader in single combat. Revan was not only the most—
How do you get the respect of someone that you wipe out? Like, how does that even happen? Like, he wiped them all out, he killed their leader in single combat, and they're like, ah, we respect him. He was literally that cool. He was literally that cool.
most powerful Jedi.
The Mandalorians respect, strength, and skill. All right, dude. Like, it was like, yo, bro, sweet genocide there, mate. You really genocided the shit out of us. Nothing but respect, brother.
Jedi of his era, he was also one of the most powerful Siths, second to only the Emperor. Meaning he mastered both the light and dark sides of the Force. Revan also has such insane willpower, at one point he was able to bring himself back from the dead and hold his body together through the power of the Force.
Insane. Insane. Actually just insane. Bro's the GOAT. Bro's the GOAT.
He's also an expert tactician and strategist.
As we saw during the Civil War. Oh my God. He took down the whole Jedi himself just because he manipulated them in battle.
That possesses insane Force abilities and telekinesis, which allows him to form a protective bubble around himself.
Can he tell the future? He also sees visions of the future.
And get this, Revan's teachings were later adopted by Darth Bane, who used these
Whoa! Okay. Darth Bane is another one that everyone's been telling me to look into.
dark techniques to reform the Sith into the rule of two, which led to the rise of Darth Sidious. So in Legends, Revan is the root and core of the Sith's rule of two. His gear is insane as well. First, he just
He looks so cool.
looks awesome wearing that Mandalorian mask he found.
Yeah.
And he uses a violet and crimson lightsaber,
Which is the coolest shit in the world. That is straight up the coolest thing in the universe.
and wears a robe that was created by the Star Forge and is imbued with dark power. He also possesses Force Storm abilities,
Oh,
something that
damn.
the powerful Darth Sidious also uses.
He used Force Lightning too. Dude did everything! He actually just mastered the light and dark sides of the Force. Is he the only character in Star Wars that did that?
In a nutshell, he is easily one of the greatest Jedi and Sith to have ever lived, and I would put him in the top 5 for both categories.
Damn.
If you guys want some good reading recommendations, check out Star Wars: The Old Republic Revan.
I might do that. I might actually start getting into the Star Wars lore even deeper. You know I've been going crazy with the Warhammer 40k lore, but it looks like Star Wars has some really iconic shit here too.
Star Wars
They made him overpowered without making him like a cringe Gary Stu character.
Darth Bane, Path of Destruction, and Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic comic series.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, good ride. What a ride. That was a good coverage. Variant comics. That was pretty cool. He willed himself back to life. Get this man a Green Lantern ring. Yo, his will is so strong he's gonna make himself canon. Oh my God. Revan is the guy who woke up one morning and said, I'm going to be a badass today, and actually did it. Revan, the Star Wars equivalent of man literally too angry to die. So powerful the Force he willed himself back to life. Dude! Revan's story is a goldmine for Disney. Ya don't say, you piece of shit. Ya don't say. His plan was to resurrect the dead Sith Emperor just to kill him again. Dude, honestly, goated. Freaking goated character. Honestly, what a guy. What a dude. Pettiest man alive. Overpowered as all hell. This was a good ride. Thank you for advising me on this lore dive. I believe the next Star Wars lore dive we will be doing is ranking all of the Sith of all time from weakest to strongest. I'm very excited to see what the power scaling is going to look like in Star Wars history. I wonder where like characters like Sidious and Vader are going to end up. But anyway, subscribe for more lore dives. Bye. If you made it to the end, click one of these 2 videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Cake. Stay weird, fam.